Welcome back to The Explainer. Look, if you're a young professional, a digital entrepreneur, a creator, or honestly, just someone trying to get a solid grip on where you're headed, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're diving into a massive paradigm shift in personal development. We're going to stop looking at the future as this foggy, mysterious destination we just kind of stumble into. Instead, we're treating it like a project, a highly structured, step-by-step blueprint that we literally engineer right from the ground up.
Okay, let's be super honest with ourselves for a second. Are you actually taking control of your destiny, or are you just waiting around for chance to do its thing? It's a heavy existential question, I know, but we really have to ask it to shatter this super common illusion. So many of us treat professional and personal success like it's a lottery ticket. We think, oh, if I just catch a lucky break, or if the right person just stumbles across my work. But guys, true success doesn't happen by random luck. The people doing exactly what you want to be doing, they aren't just luckier, they are working from a blueprint.
So let's dive into this. To get you from where you are right now to where you want to be, we've broken this explainer into a structured roadmap. First up, the illusion of chance. Then we'll unpack the designer's mindset. Third, we get practical with habit engineering and productivity. After that, rapid learning and adaptation. And finally, designing your next step. All right, section 1, the illusion of chance. It's time to stop waiting around. The future is absolutely not something we just wait for. Psychologically speaking, human beings are literally wired to conserve energy. Our brains love the path of least resistance, which makes it incredibly easy to just sit back on the bench and hope the bus of the future eventually pulls up to our stop. We have to violently discard this idea. When you operate with a waiting mindset, you're handing over all your power to external circumstances. You're letting the economy, or crazy social media algorithms, or just other people dictate your entire trajectory. To build real success, you have to transition from being a passive passenger to the active driver. You aren't waiting for the future, you are going out, grabbing the raw materials, and building it yourself. Moving on to section 2, the designer's mindset. Let's architect your life. Now, what's really interesting about this is the stark contrast in how we can approach our time. Basically, you can be a consumer of days. That's the passive state. You wake up, you immediately start doom scrolling. You react to urgent emails, put out fires all day, and then go to bed wondering where on earth the time actually went. You are simply consuming the 24 hours handed to you. Or on the flip side, we can be the architect of your life. Think about it. An architect doesn't just look at a pile of scattered bricks and react to them. They command them. An architect is active, taking control, and deliberately designing what the day will look like to serve a much larger structural purpose. We have to consciously choose which way we want to live. This mindset treats your entire trajectory exactly like a tangible project. You have to design and develop your future step by step, literally just like designing an app or writing a book. If you are a digital entrepreneur or a creator listening to this, you know exactly what I mean. You don't just accidentally build a beautiful, functioning app, right? No way. You wireframe it, you write the code line by line, you debug the errors when it crashes. Same with a book. You outline the chapters, you write terrible, rough drafts, and you relentlessly edit. Treating your life with that exact same tangible project management methodology, that is how you guarantee results. You basically become the lead developer of your own life. But okay, here's the catch. You absolutely cannot be an architect without a blueprint. Before you write a single line of code or lay one brick, you need clarity of vision. You got to map out your major long-term goals. Like, what exactly are you building here? If your vision is just, well, I want to be successful, honestly, that's a foggy wish. It doesn't mean much. But if your vision is, I want to launch a SaaS product for graphic designers by Q4, now that is a blueprint. Defining exactly what professional and personal success looks like for you gives your daily actions actual, tangible meaning and direction.
All right, section 3, habit engineering and productivity. Time to build your routine.
So the crucial point here is that motivation is super fleeting, but systems are reliable. It all starts with overcoming delay. Procrastination is not some huge moral failing on your part. It's honestly almost always just a design flaw in your day. To fix it, you build a routine by stripping away the friction. Say you want to write that book we talked about. Your routine means the laptop is open on your desk the night before, ready to go at 7 a.m. with coffee and absolutely no phone allowed in the room. This daily routine has to directly serve those major long-term goals we just mapped out. Because your daily habits, they are the literal physical bricks you use to build your future.
Moving right along to section 4, rapid learning and adaptation. You've got to adapt to survive.
Think of these as your essential survival skills. Because let's be real, we aren't building in a vacuum here.
The digital era moves so incredibly fast that what worked flawlessly just 2 years ago is probably completely obsolete today. To survive and really thrive as a modern creator, you need to treat rapid learning like a mandatory iOS update for your brain. You have to constantly acquire new skills just to keep pace. And the biggest update required right now? For sure, it's adapting to artificial intelligence. AI is reshaping absolutely everything. So instead of sitting back passively and letting it disrupt your workflow, an architect learns the tools, adapts, and actually uses AI to build faster and stronger. And that brings us to our final phase, Section 5, designing your next step, taking action right now. Look, all this theory means absolutely nothing if it just stays trapped in your notebook. You have to take your immediate first step today. Not tomorrow, not, after the holidays, literally today. Let's be real, we all hit the snooze button sometimes. But I am challenging you right now to stop overthinking and pick just one habit to engineer today. Define just one long-term goal. Map out one new skill you need to learn to leverage AI. The momentum you generate from taking just one immediate, tangible step, that is hands down the single most powerful force you can create for your future. So, your final actions here are super simple. First, execute that very first step we just talked about. And hey, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Consider it a micro habit, right? An ongoing commitment to consistently accessing the blueprints you need to stay ahead of the digital curve. We're going to be exploring so many more tools to help you design your ultimate project on this channel. To wrap things up, I want to leave you with this one final provocative thought. Think about that big vision you have for yourself. Think about the life you actually want to build. If your future is an app, what is the very first line of code you are going to write today to make it a reality? Don't wait around for a chance to do it for you. Go start coding. Thank you so much for exploring this with me on The Explainer, and I will see you in the next one.